Yorkie the Barbarian here. Once again, taking you back to Golarion for more Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. With me, the last of the Brigantes of Brigantes. Brigantia. Looks like I have a negative level here. Not good. Not good. I'm going to need to fix that at some point. I should probably fix it now. So let's go back inside here. And speak to Rathimus, our priest. I should say our priest and field medic, of course, but they are one and the same. Show me the scrolls you're selling. Sort by name. Restoration. Not what I had in mind. Okay, come on. There we go. Get a couple of raised dead as well. Actually, I'll get a couple of raised dead. And then I'm going to go for some cures. Oops. Get Cemetary for now, I think. Right, now then. That's restored.
Move out!
And we can head out. Time to go to the funeral. An elderly man limps to the grave and clumsily throws a handful of soil inside. How unfair. They were all so young and had their whole lives ahead of them. They sacrificed themselves. An old cripple like me still lives. An elven woman with a face bathed in tears steps up to the grave. She whispers, "The painting, it burned like everything else in the house. There's nothing left for me to remember you by. Nothing." The young man throws a handful of soil into the open grave and stands beside it for a while, lost in thought. Finally, he sighs and steps back. Soziel throws a handful of soil into the grave in front of him. He takes a breath and prepares to speak. But it seems that he simply cannot find the right words. The cleric wipes his tear-filled eyes and gathers his resolve, and says in a gentle voice, "I wish you a warm welcome in Shellen's realm. We will win this war, I swear to you. We'll banish this ugliness and evil, make the world richer, and let peace blossom in it. We'll make sure anything like this. He breaks into sobs mid-sentence, then falls silent without finishing the declaration. Thank you for everything you've done for us. Zoziel is too absorbed in his grief to hear you, but the other mourners nod in approval, wiping their teary eyes. They were good people. Can't believe they're gone. What is that? An elven woman shrieks in horror, disrupting the atmosphere of silent mourning. A trembling hand points at something moving inside the grave. Suddenly a corpse climbs out of the ground, wafting a horrible stench from its rotting body. It's a zombie, run! Well, that's not good. And that's even more not good.
Can we retreat already?
Oh, Brig. It's over. You need to get mounted. Me. Evil eye won't work, I'm sure of that. Wendy? Apparently you can't rage. But you're exhausted, alright. Well, Jeff.
Cover me, all right?
Bang. That's one down.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
See what?
The light, take you.
That's one down. Zoziel.
Be gone, fiend!
Need to choose a weapon that's different for you, Zoziel. Sealer's already a glaive user. Me.
Die!
Ulbrig.
They'll beg me to stop.
Stabby or zabby? Why not both?
Zombie lord there still, Ulbrig.
Into the fray.
More zombies coming in.
Fall! Let's hear you cry!
No match for me.
Wall chip. There you go.
Distract them from me.
Bang. He's got them at least down. Little Brig. Didn't work that time, did it, old Brig?
The inheritor, guide my blade.
I will bring down the divine wrath. Run them through.
I'll rip you apart!
Time to share your treasures.
I'm not sure how many are left, but there we are. The heart Ozil looks at the corpses of his friends, returned to their rest by his own hand. What is this twisted mockery? Who could possibly... Wait, what's this? He bends down and recovers something from the ground. Take a look at this. Ozil hands up a black onyx gem to you. Once precious, this stone is now covered in cracks, falling apart in your grip as you examine the engraved Minotaur's head. The unholy symbol of Baphomet. The cleric's voice, perplexed at first, fills with rage as he speaks. Cultists. Simply murdering my friends was not enough for them. No, they had to come to the funeral and desecrate their graves. Sorry I had to go through this. Thank you, I had already said goodbye to them. Seeing them again in that form, killing as my witness, it was not easy. Wait, the townspeople fled undead without knowing they have a traitor among them. Wherever they are, they're in great danger. We must find them. You got it, Soziel. Chaotic neutral with him. Still have not decided entirely the Pathfinder, probably Trickster.
Just don't blame me.
Quiet, dead. The half-rotten corpse of a woman shambles out of the crypt. She leers at you with her empty eye sockets and croaks out a few words. Thank the gods you came. Thank the gods and thank you too. I knew this was going to happen someday. They buried me alive. Who are you? Baroness Ninel Bollard at your service. The dead woman bobs a clumsy curtsy, her legs barely supporting her. My estate is not too far from here. Let me assure you that you're all always welcome there, assuming that you're properly attired. Hate to break it to you, you're actually dead. How dare you? What utter foolishness. Do I look like a corpse to you? No, no. You forget yourself. You should be ashamed to say such things to her. The dead Baroness wags a finger at you in a chastising manner, but cuts herself short, staring at her own hand in horror. What? How? This simply cannot be. I shan't permit it. I'm afraid it's true. I am truly sorry. This graveyard was desecrated by a necromancer. It seems that it disturbed your rest as well. The dead woman covers her face with what remains of her decaying hands. So I died, but even in death the cursed servants of the abyss torment me. Can nothing be done? Perhaps you could lay me to rest. I quite enjoyed my life in this world, but now there is no place for me here. Not in this miserable form. Fine, then rest in peace. Thank you. Do feel free to take my burial jewellery. Those pieces are dreadfully out of fashion where I'm going. I'd imagine most things are. We've got a chain we can sell.
Head on!
More of the same.
None shall escape! I lead. Cut them to pieces! You are beyond redemption!
way. Looks like they're waiting for us. Yeah, it looks like they have something planned. There's a whole squad of undead guarding the door. Maybe we should look for another entrance. We can certainly do that, my friend. We can go up and over instead of through.
Onwards! Let me help.
It's fine.
Pretty good, aren't I?
Not bad, Wooly.
Move out!
What's this? Who are you? What do you want? All you had to do is die in the name of Baphomet. Have faith, you can do it. Yeah, I think you're the one who needs to do that. Soziel? Soziel. Not alone, Soziel. Well, oh, okay, we've got a one-man killing machine here right now. Filled with righteous fury. Or righteous furries, one of the two. Right, now we're all here. You're dead. This is the end of your blasphemous magic. I won't let you harm the living or the dead anymore. You think I need your permission? Hey, you bag, stand up and kill. Alright, they're back. Some of them anyway. And they're coming in from the gate as well. No problem.
I'm superior!
I surrender, stop. I give up, don't hit me. The young man in black robes throws his hands up in a dramatic gesture. You damn rat, how dare you? Suddenly Soziel becomes a totally different person. The artist's delicate hands clench into fist, while his voice comes out as a menacing roar. He leaps at the necromancer and breaks his nose with a single blow. You scumbag, I remember you. You came to our temple begging for healing just a month ago. We fed you. We shared our table with you, and look at you. Then I don't even know what I'm going to do to you. Stop it, I surrender you. Soziel ignores the necromancer's cries of pain, punching him right in the teeth. The necromancer spits blood but continues fighting, past the wild blows of his increasingly bruised and busted face. You're a priest of Shelling. I've surrendered, so you have to spare my life. Your goddess demands it. Don't listen to him. Hit him more. Soziel looks at his bloody hand in horror and pushes a battered cultist away. No, I am human, not demon. I must not succumb to this blind rage. I had absolutely no idea there was so much rage in me. It's a shame, a disgrace, but I must admit that I enjoyed beating him. Forgive me for letting you see me like this. It should never have happened. Soziel wipes the necromancer's blood off his knuckles and steps away from him. You are the commander, and he is your captive. It's up to you to decide his fate. Then he's gonna die. No, please, listen, The seventh necromancer's forever with a single well-aimed blow. Soziel bows his head. May the goddess forgive him, but I will not. He looks at you. Thank you for taking this sin upon yourself. Not much of a sin, to be honest, Soziel. Soziel examines the devastated graveyard, then diverts his attention to the terrified townspeople. It's alright, you're safe now. We should bury the bodies again. This is a place of peace, and we must not leave it desecrated like this. The townsfolk are clearly terrified of even looking at the fallen undead, but Soziel's soft words reassure them. As they work together, the graveyard soon regains its tranquil appearance. After a prayer, Sorziel bowed his head before the graves of his friends for the last time. May the Eternal Road grant them peace at last. Let's be on our way. We have many more innocents to protect from the horrors of this war. Right. Good to have you with us, Sorziel.
I lead. You follow.
Anything over here? Here comes the Paw Patrol. Day 8, month over 9, year 4715. Magical anomalies are common in the world of Golarion. So common that the use of the word anomaly itself is questionable. A regular city dweller will encounter a chaotic manifestation of supernatural power at least once in their lifetime. One might naturally assume that the strange sky, the ghostly fire from rifts in the ground, the rain of eyeballs, all that the world wound is known for should find some purchase in the mortal mind. But even the most worldly adventurers and travellers feel uneasy at its borders. Why? Perhaps instinctively they understand that this place is not merely a magical wasteland, but a wound, an ulcer, through which the world itself bleeds into the abyss. The commander and his army walk to the high bank of the West Sellan River. When it draws near to the border of the wound, the soldiers' feet halt unbidden. On the other bank rise a series of cliffs, too regular in shape to have been formed by wind or water. The sky hangs over their sharp edges and sickening bends, the shade of Mercury on the horizon rising to a dirty rust. As it arches over the soldiers' heads, it regains a familiar azure hue. A whisper sweeps through the ranks and soon turns into a grumble. The commander gives a signal to wait and climbs to the highest point of the bank. Then he decides to look around. There is a strange movement in the sky. Black clouds twist into funnels and turn sickly yellow. The brooding storm is on this side of the river, ahead of the army. Avoiding the strange phenomenon will hardly be possible. The commander decides to set an example for the army and lead the march. Lines of soldiers step wearily beneath a shroud of low black cloud. It's like the world wound has reached out a finger into the lands of Mendev. The gesture seems eerily harmless, but then the clouds come to life, shooting out howling tornadoes one after another. The tornadoes come from all sides, from ahead, behind, and right above the soldiers' heads. The commander, walking in front, sees the danger at once and gives the order to close ranks and march faster. Ducking low to the ground, he runs headlong into the elemental chaos. The howling tentacle of a tornado falls from above. The commander has managed to build up a momentum, and he tears himself through the whirlwind and keeps moving. The power of the elemental forces on one side of the scales, the soldier's faith and inspiration in the other. Plain to see which is greater. The determined army runs the gauntlet of tornadoes. The struggle lasts for over half an hour. But the army only loses a few bags of supplies and a dozen hats whipped off into the sky. After stopping to catch their breath, the soldiers continue on. The first encounter with the whirlwind has ended in their favour. Good. Increased morale. Help them fight better. We're going to the Hound Hearts camp next time. In the meantime, let's just get these. Okay, you need to go in there. You can go there. You need to come forward. Since we are tired, we're going to rest. Could have done that at camp, really, but never mind. Could do with giving him scribe scrolls. Then he can craft the some nice scrolls for us. He could do brew potions to make some good stuff as well. Maybe I could. One of the two that does this. Okay. Well. Yeah, looks like we're set up about right. Looks like that's about right.
The Temple of Shaylin. No doubt that's where you stash all your pretty baubles, huh? So tell me, what do you reckon the...
Rose petal tea, of course.
Missed that, sorry. Accidentally caught the space bar. All good. Right, we're not going to take them, but we're going to do some with the army. Apparently we're not. Alright, let's take them to explore a little bit. Yep. I see that they've lost some stats here. Wisdom. Not a big stat for him, but he should have it anyway. We'll go to... Oh, someone on the road. We'll take care of this first. Getting bottle said.
Let's move already.
Well, it seems like we're being jumped, so let's slow down a few things here.
Together we stand.
You need me. Good.
That comes on when you're in battle.
My tail is restless.
You can have that. You can have that. Increase your damage with your weapons. There. Let's see, what should we use here? Turn on Shifter's Claws.
The world has suffered enough.
And then... nothing too much you need to be doing. Alright. Save it. And then get in. Through the mist, you spot the flickering flames of a campfire. 3 figures wrapped in crusader cloaks, and huddled next to it. A stout smiling dwarf, a brash dark-haired halfling, and a delicate-looking woman who appears to be very young. The crackling campfire is driving away the bleak fog and promising warmth and rest for tired legs. Noticing you, the halfling's hand jerks towards his weapon, but then he relaxes. Hey, it's the commander himself. Don't just stand there. Have a seat by the fire. It's a bit damp today. You might as well dry off at least. In an amicable gesture, he passes you a large mug that smells of freshly brewed tea. Who are you? Frontline scouting party. Our senior sent us on ahead to look for ambushes. We've been walking all day, so we're making a bivouac. Go ahead, help yourself to some tea. It's an honor for us to be sharing a campfire with the commander. The dusty boots and patched cloaks and the mess kits lying next to the campfire all mark these as seasoned scouts. A broad smile blossoms on Sealer's face. I never thought we'd run into such jovial company out here. I don't suppose you guys have anything stronger than tea in your canteens? Catching the halfling's conspiratorial look, she smiles even brighter. Rubbing his hands excitedly, Walgy casts a hopeful look at the mug of tea, then at you. Chief, just so you know, walking away from campfires where folks give out free food is a sin in the eyes of the gods. What are your names? Proudly lifting his chin, which bears a white scar, the halfling says, I'm Sergeant Velm, the leader of this gang of daredevils. You can tell by Velm's appearance that he's a fighter. He sports a nose that's been broken more than once, well-fitted gear, a gusty spark in his eyes, and the hallmarks of a feisty, courageous warrior. Dwarf grunts and grins. Why would you call our heroic squad a gang, Velm? I'm Tran, foot soldier, cook, quartermaster, and mother hen of this lot. And the one that set up the fire for Asti, given that she doesn't even have the muscle to drive a stake into the ground. With a smirk, Tran glances at the woman, who immediately turns red in the face. The sweet, terribly young cleric opens her mouth to say something, but shuts it immediately and blushes even more. Finally, she mutters sheepishly, I'm Asti. Pleased to meet you. I mean, at your service, Commander. Look around and make sure the place is safe. The location for the camp was chosen wisely. It's safe and quiet here. No tracks in sight. The air is calm. Not feeling of wrongness lances through you like a sting from an angry wasp. Something isn't right. Sniffing loudly, Wendell stares at the 3 crusaders suspiciously. They look awfully laid back to me. They made themselves a little too comfortable out here. There's a reek about this whole setup. Yeah, there is. I'm not saying what's going on, though. Aren't you scared, camped out here in enemy territory? Dwarf gives you a disapproving sidelong look. You wound me, Commander. I've walked many roads. I know a good spot for a camp when I see one. Even if a whole column of cultists marched by, they wouldn't think of checking this place. In the meantime, we would watch quietly and count every last one. Thoroughly embarrassed, Asti adopts a serious tone and comments in Tran's direction. You and your boasting. Her 2 comrades greet her remark with a burst of laughter. I think I should get going, my friends. Where would you go in this weather? You'd walk headlong into an ambush with this kind of fog. Stay with us a while, rest up. It's nice here. And cosy. A terrible weariness hits you all of a sudden. Judging by its strange nature, it seems that some spell is trying to take hold of you. So this is a wrong and... No, I just succeeded in a will check. Your legs buckle, unable to bear the weight of your body, and the mug has somehow appeared in your hands, hit you with a fragrant cloud of steam. The best you've smelled in your whole life. Where did you get this extraordinary tea? I can tell the commander knows more about cooking than some. Fran leans over to you and says weirdly, it's cat holly. I bought it from a merchant in Absalom, worth every coin door. Hey? Druids are not always particularly imaginative when it comes to naming plants. Frogs, grass, bears, moss, tigers, sundew. Looks like there's a cat holly as well. I have no time to spare. You attempt to stand, but your legs give out from exhaustion. Your whole body protests at the mere thought of going anywhere. Come now, Commander. Where's the sense in going ahead over the scouts? What if you walk right into enemy lines? What if we have done? You'll lose your head for nothing, and the army won't last long without you. Get a night's rest with us? No, I don't think this is going to happen. One of you is using a spell on me. Something's not right. Attack. Smirking brazenly, the halfling licks his lips with a surprisingly long, pustule-covered red tongue. Would you look at that? He didn't bite it. Enough of this masquerade, then. Everyone, no more games. The figures by fire ripple and transform. 3 grey-haired, dark-skinned elves watch you with mocking sneers. Their twisted, grimacing faces look demonic. From the haze, more previously unseen shadows materialize. They're all as loathsome and unsettling. The campfire emits a sickly sweet, intoxicating smell. And in a squat kettle you see some slimy mushrooms swimming in a disgusting boiling slurry. Point of this charade. Lady Animora desires your head and will gladly deliver it. The elf whose voice as Tran was so convincing lets out a repulsive snicker. You monsters. Tila looks at those who appeared to be trusted allies moments ago with open disgust. How did I not see you for what you are right from the start? Dumb paladin, you really think your ability to sense evil can't be fooled? Lady Animora taught us long ago how to trick the likes of you. Alright, attack. You think I'm at your mercy? You'll see who your real prey is. Who the real prey is. I love it when the prey tries to fight back.
None shall escape!
Hold you.
Cover me, all right?
I'm down. Let's go in fact.
The light take you!
We're not all immune to fear then, that's something.
Eternal Rose, I call upon you!
Yes.
Yeah, run away, why don't you?
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
That one's almost down.
Yes.
No glory without risk!
You,
No
Wendy.
match for me.
Begone, fiend!
Yes.
You're down.
Distracting for me.
Well, Jip. Bum's going back in to die.
Into the fray!
With me at death's door and some other injuries, I think we're going to be retreating to camp soon.
Still fight.
Lie down. Maybe next time, don't mess with me. Well, you won't be doing it because you're dead.
Only you deserve my obedience.
You got some kind of longbow. We really need it.
Rely on me.
Hidden back. Not hidden anymore.
Onward!
I will help where I can.
Might be trap, might be treasure.
There it is. What else? And that's us out there. So let's just take the army on onwards. Alright, so we can't. Go rest. You'll be fine. Might as well go sell junk first though, eh? And with that, I have to break, so I will see you next time, my friends.